What's something you wish you knew in your late 20s, early 30s that you know now? And this can be about hunting, this can be about land, this can be about life, this can be about work. What's something you just wish you really knew, let's say, 15 years ago?
I maybe got caught up in the hype of the market's just going to keep going up and up and up and up. You got to buy now, buy now, buy now, buy now. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. And people go, no, man, it's never going to come back down ever again. It just hit new highs and it's just going to keep going up. It's a cycle. There's going to be times, and it might not, I'm not saying a cycle like, hey, the land prices are going to dip in half. But there's going to be cycles where you're like, hey, it was going like this. It was rocketing up. And now it peters out and maybe even dips a little. You'll definitely see that. So understanding those cycles have gone on forever, and they're going to continue to go on forever. There will never be a point in time where there will not be opportunities to buy land. I think I kind of figured that out by my late 20s. In my early 20s, I mean, I was sprinting, just sprinting, because I saved since I was like 12 years old. So I was sprinting to buy land. Like, I graduated college, and I'm like, hey, bye, I got my job, I got to buy land. Like that week I graduated college, and I'm like, we're going. I bought it that week. You don't need to sprint. You don't need to sprint. And it was at a time when the land was going like up, doing the same thing then. And then dipped back down later, came back up, dipped back down. It's going to cycle forever. So just be patient. If you lose farms, I've said this one before, but I really wanted that farm. I'm so upset. My buddies call me, I'm so upset I missed out on this great farm. Don't worry about it. There will be another one. I promise you there'll be another one. There'll be 10 more. There'll be 100 more. Hey, I want to buy a 50-acre farm like your example.
Yeah.
There's going to be hundreds of them. Hundreds. And when you buy your 50-acre farm, that you're like, hey, I was looking for my dream farm. I found it's 50 acres. If you pretend like I still, I got it, but I'm not going to let off the gas. I'm going to pretend like I didn't get it. You could find 100 more just like it or similar if you're just patient. And usually the guy buys the 50 and he's like, okay, now I'm off the market. You don't pay attention. But if you miss out on that farm, clearly do not get bent out of shape. There's going to be more. And if you miss a period of time, like, darn it, man, it used to be $4,000 an acre. Now it's $6,000. It's still doable. And if you want to wait till it softens a little bit, fine. Bite the bullet a little bit and buy it when it's higher, realizing that your dollar is worth less. It's inflated. And just because it was 4 and it's 6, that doesn't really mean it went up 2,000 because the dollar's worth less.
Sure.
Inflation's up, and your rent prices are probably up too because commodities are up. So it all kind of works itself out. And as we get to like the point where a lot of these farms are like 1% ROI and stuff, that's going to correct. It's going to correct because there's enough people out there that cannot sustain a farm with debt on it that's at a 1% ROI or a 0 or a 4. Yeah, my interest rate, it kicks out 4%, and my interest rate's going to go up to 8. Those guys are going to be selling
fast. Yeah,
that's coming.
Yeah,
that is coming. But there's all cash buyers in the market. There is a lot of cash buyers. There is, but there's been cash buyers 10 years ago, and that market tanked 10 years ago. There's cash buyers 20 years ago, maybe slightly less, but still there was a lot. And those people will always be fine. Those people will always be there. And there's always 20 years ago, 100 years ago, 200 years ago, there was people who bought land with debt. Those people exist today. They existed 10 years ago. And those people are going to be in trouble when their adjustable rate mortgage comes up, or, they're subsidizing their farm with their business that isn't doing well, with a job they lost. I got divorced and the market's slower. I need to sell it. There's going to be tons of opportunities coming up here. Forever.
So, yeah, the conversation and strategy doesn't really change. It's just remaining patient and diligent of hunting something up good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same strategy as, waiting for a mature buck for your area. Hey, my area produces 4.5-year-old bucks on occasion. It does. It's consistently done it. If you hunt right and you do these things and you stick with it, you're going to get your chance at a 4.5-year-old buck. It's the same thing with land. If you're set up right, your finances are set up right, you're driven, you're like, I'm going to do this, I have a path, you'll get a chance at it and you will execute and you'll get it done. So don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. Don't lose sleep. Easier said than done. I have some ones that sting. And I'm like, oh, lost out on that one. It stung, but the next day.
Life goes on.
Big deal.
Yeah.
Big deal. It's nothing. A little blip.
Is there any farm where you do kick yourself? Would you still think about it? Like, oh,
Tons
man.
of them. Tons of them.
But you just keep moving forward. Doesn't do any good to dread
The
on.
ones that sting, I don't want to taint this at all. But the ones that sting were like realtors pulled shenanigans is why I didn't get it. Like, hey, I know you didn't show my offer.
Yeah.
Or you took my offer and you showed it to somebody else to leverage my offer. And that's why I didn't get the farm. Those are the ones that
Sure.
sting.
Yeah.
The one where I'm like, hey, legitimately, the guy's like, hey, I need this, and I won't go to that, and it just didn't work out. No big deal. Or, hey, I missed that auction, and man, that thing went for a steal. Not a big deal. Mm-hmm. I mean, some of those auctions, there's been a few. I mean, this is over thousands of auctions. You know, who has time to go to thousands of auctions? Nobody. But like 2 in there where I'm like, I missed it. I'm like, oh my gosh, that was a long time ago. And like, whoa, if I would have gone, I would have killed it. But you can say that about everything.
Yeah.
I should have bought Apple stock back in 2000. This will go on forever.
That's so
Don't
fair.
worry
Yeah.
about it.
Yep.
Don't worry about it at all. And I know that's easier said than done, but literally don't worry about
Make a plan, execute against it, and hold yourself
it.
accountable.
Absolutely.
Hope you guys enjoyed this. My name is Jake Hofer, and I'm a real estate agent out of the state of Illinois, and it's my goal to help 100 people buy their first farm. Been doing that with the Land Podcast and clips like this every single Thursday and Saturday that are released here on the channel. And to be one of those 100 people, all you have to do is, if you're in the state of Illinois and I can help you, I'd be happy to do so. Number 2, if you want to get connected with someone that can help you, reach out, and I'll be happy to get you in contact with an agent that I would personally do business with. And the last one is, if you just simply learn something from the content we're putting out, or you get inspired to take action, I want to know, get you out of that spreadsheet. I'm on a mission to help 100 people. Until next time, see ya.